Well, hello there again. This is Pamela Worth and Brianne Comstock with Healing Tree Natural Health Improvement Center. And we are just going to town with recipes, and today we're going to make an easy apple fruit crisp. And this is a wonderful recipe for a gathering. You can do it for any holiday. It's good for a dessert. It's good for a meal, actually, if you want it for a breakfast, because everything in it is quite nutritious and it's got what you need. So it's got good protein and fat in it and a fruit. So Brianne is going to show you what we're doing as I read what we've got going. So the ingredients for the crisp part is going to be a 1/4 cup of grass-fed butter and a little bit of salt, and then you can either use stevia or a 1/4 cup of honey. Then you can use cinnamon, almond flour, and so what we do for our almond flour is Brianne just took 2 cups of almonds and she put that in our Vitamix blender and made that into a nice flour for us. Then we've also got a 1/2 cup of pecans that Brianne chopped up here very nicely, and then we took 5 apples. They say to peel it, but I don't like peeling my apples. So you can see that we laid it out. It says an 8-inch cooking dish, but I found the larger one was great. Okay, so we'll also have a coconut milk whipped topping at the end that you will see. All right, so first thing that we did is we heated the oven to 350 and we warmed the butter with some, if you have honey, you can use that. We use stevia. So you melt that, and then she's going to combine that with the flour mixture and the cinnamon and the salt. So that gets nice and mixed up. That's actually going to be the crumble topping for the apple crisp. If you don't care for apples, use any fruit that you like. You can use berries, if that interests you or that excites you. So after she gets that nice and mixed up, it should be crumbly. And after it gets nice and crumbly, then Brianne's going to add the pecans to it. You can add walnuts if you don't care for pecans, or you could actually put more almonds in that if you would like. So when we slice the apples, you can see they're sliced nice and thin, like you would do for your traditional apple crisp. So once that's all mixed, Brianne is going to actually use her hands and crumble that over the top of the apples, and then we're going to bake that for 50 minutes, and it should be covered so that those apples get cooked nice and soft. I had this at our Thanksgiving meal and we didn't have any left, so that lets you know that it was pretty good. I would imagine you could use any kind of apple that you liked. If you like a sweet or a tart, go for that. If you prefer them peeled, do that. I just like the fiber in it, so I don't peel my apples. Great. So how easy that is. And yep, right there you can wipe your hands. So Brianne has that covered over the entire apple mixture, and then we're just going to cover that and we're going to bake that for 50 minutes on the low rack until the apples are soft, and then we're going to remove it and uncover it and bake it for an additional 10 minutes until it's brown, and we'll get back with you when that's done. So see you soon. Hi there, welcome back. And so our apple crisp is baking, and in the meantime what we're going to do is make our whipped topping. So a good trick is to take the bowl and the beaters that you're going to use and put them in the freezer for about 15 minutes. It helps the cream to beat up nicer and quicker. And so what we're going to put in this for our whipping cream is going to be some coconut cream, and Brianne is going to scoop off the top of the cream without, no, don't tip it. Yep, you just scrape it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. We're a good team. We're working together here. So she's going to put that stuff, the top of the cream. I'll get you a spoon. There you go. She's just scooping off the top of the can of cream and not going into the bottom of the water. And a trick that you could do that we forgot to do is you can open up the bottom of the can first and just let all the coconut milk drain into a separate container so that it doesn't mix. So what our goal is to get the nice thick cream on the top of the coconut. So when you do purchase it, you want to make sure that you're purchasing coconut cream, not the coconut milk. And so we're going to add some vanilla and some stevia to that, and then we're going to beat that for about 5 minutes until it's nice and creamy, and that will be our topping for our apple crisp. So we will see you when this is all done, and be ready to show you how nice that turns out.